The last part of the first stage of labour is known as transition. It's the last couple of centimetres of dilating, and although it's probably the shortest bit of the first stage of labour, for a lot of women it's also the toughest bit. Her body may be giving her mixed messages and she may be unsure how to respond and how to cope with them. So some women at this point will start feeling a desire to bear down and to push their baby out, and may be told by her midwife or her caregiver that she's not quite ready to go there yet and to hold off and not to start pushing, which is very difficult if you've got very strong urges to push. The woman may become quite aggressive at this point, either physically or vocally, as she's struggling to find a way to cope with the feelings that her body is displaying, and she may decide that she can't do it any longer and she needs a bit of extra help and therefore ask for an epidural. Now, there is no rule to say a woman in transition cannot have an epidural, but many midwives will try and encourage their women to get through without it, because it means very often that the second stage of labour, the actual birth, is slowed down because of the drugs within the epidural. So if she can get through without, then she's probably going to have an easier time birthing her baby because she'll be able to feel what she's doing. Also, because by transition very often the contractions are coming almost back to back, that's why it makes them so difficult to cope with. It's also hard for the woman to sit still long enough to have an epidural sited. So even if she's given the okay, it may be that it's too difficult to put it in at that point. So she needs to be able to find reserves of strength to really help her to cope with what she's experiencing. So very often what the woman needs more than anything is just masses and masses of support from her partner and whoever else is caring for her in the room, reassuring her that not only has she been doing brilliantly, but she's continuing to do really well and that her baby will be here soon. So if she feels she can't do it, to tell her that she can and that she is, to remind her that it's at the very end of the first stage of labour and that before too long she'll be birthing her baby.